Now let's look at some of the functions of vitamin A. First of all, it plays a major role in vision. The overall mechanism through which vitamin A functions in visual system is known as Wald's visual cycle or rhodopsin cycle, and it was discovered by George Wald, for which he was also awarded Nobel Prize. Night blindness or nyctalopia is one of the earliest signs of vitamin A deficiency, which is impairment of dark adaptation. Therefore, continual supply of retinol is essential for the normal visual function. Vitamin A depresses the resynthesis of rhodopsin and interferes with the functioning of the rods, resulting in night blindness. As we all know, rods and cones are essential photosensitive components of the eye. So this interferes with its functioning and this results into night blindness. This is a clear picture depicting a normal vision and a vision with night blindness. A normal eye will look this way and an eye with night blindness will have this kind of a appearance. Next is the role of vitamin A in reproduction. This is solely based on an experiment, particularly on rats. So experimental works with rats show that vitamin A deficient male rats do not develop their testes properly, in that they are edematous and sperm cells do not develop to the state of maturity. When such male rats are allowed to mate with normal fertile females, no conception takes place. In contrast, vitamin A deficient female rats maintain normal estrous cycle and do conceive, but in the later stages of pregnancy, they are not able to carry the baby or the offsprings till the full term of the pregnancy. The next function is its role in epithelialization. Epithelial structures of skin and mucous membrane show cross-structural changes in the deficiency of vitamin A. In skin, it becomes dry, scaly and rough, and these changes are called as keratinization. Lacrimal glands leads to dryness of the conjunctiva, cornea, and this condition is described as xerophthalmia. Xerophthalmia is the condition in which there is dryness of the conjunctiva and cornea. Lacrimal glands basically are those glands which are responsible for secretion of tears from the eyes. Moving on to the role on cornea of vitamin A, white opaque spots called Biot's spots appear in the conjunctiva on either side of each eye. Corneal epithelium becomes keratinized, opaque, and may become softened and ulcerated. This condition is described as keratomalacia. So keratomalacia means keratinization of the corneal epithelium. On the respiratory tract also there is keratinization, and this leads to an increased susceptibility to infection and lowered resistance to certain diseases. Keratinization of the urinary tract leads to calculi or stone formation in the urinary tract. Role in bone and teeth formation. Vitamin A plays a major role in construction of normal bone. Deficiency results in slowing of endochondral bone formation and decreased osteoblastic activity. The bone becomes cancellous, losing their fine structural details. Mechanical damage to the brain and the cord due to arrested limits of bony framework and cranium and vertebral column in which it has to grow. Teeth becomes unhealthy due to the thinning of the enamel and chalky deposits on the surface. So the enamel of the teeth also becomes thin. That is, it gets worn out. Role in growth and metabolism. Vitamin A, along with other vitamins, is principally involved in growth. Its role in cell differentiation and cell division has been proved beyond doubt. It may be involved in protein synthesis and may play a role in the metabolism of DNA. Now, what would happen if there is an excess amount of vitamin A in our body? There would be toxicity created, and this condition is called as hypervitaminosis A syndrome. Hypervitaminosis A syndrome. In men, the main symptoms include alterations of the skin and mucous membrane, hepatic dysfunction, headache, drowsiness, peeling of the skin about the mouth and elsewhere. These symptoms were first recognized by Eskimos as occurring after eating the livers of polar bears and Arctic foxes, which are extremely rich in vitamin A. Chronic effects of continued intake of excessive amounts of vitamin A produces roughening of the skin, irritability, coarsening and falling of hair, anorexia, loss of weight, sometimes seen in children due to excessive feeding of vitamin A by parents for prolonged periods. So that is the end of the structure along with functions and the effects of excess of vitamin A. Next, we shall be discussing about the next or other vitamins of the class of fat soluble vitamins.